Hey folks, today I'm bringing you another Last Epoch Science video, this time another one by popular request. If you enjoy videos like these, please hit the subscribe button to join the Spreadsheet Warrior Army, and hopefully we can continue to learn things about the game together. Hey folks, today we're going to be talking about the legendary potential prophecies and whether or not they are worth using and potential situations where they may be okay to use. Now, to start, here is the prophecy list I've provided before. This is one of the spreadsheets. I will put this in the video description, but if you want to see every prophecy in the game, go check this out. So let's filter by LP. Here you can see these are all of the LP prophecies. If you haven't seen them, you might be wondering why. There is a rank requirement that's hidden, and all of them are at least COF rank 8 to become available. With that out of the way, one thing that you will immediately notice is that not every type of item has a specific LP prophecy. So just as an example, if you want a 1LP red ring, there is no 1LP ring prophecy. Your best bet is jewelry, which, although it is cheaper because it's generic, it's still not cost effective because you only have a chance to get the ring based on the entire weighting of all jewelry. So not very great. From there, the item types that do have a 1LP prophecy is belt, body armor, boots, gloves, helmet, shield, amulet, and relic. The ones that do not have their own prophecy are one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, bows, quivers, catalysts, and rings. What that basically means is that any of the types that do not have their own prophecy right away are probably not going to be worth doing unless you want multiple different things from the total pool. The first question you probably have, and the most important one to answer, is can the 1LP prophecies actually drop more than 1LP? I believe there was a statement by EHG, or maybe it was Mike on one of the dev streams, saying that the 1LP prophecies basically just skip the first roll for 1LP, and then it will continue to roll for higher LP as normal. So it sounds like the way LP rolls is it drops an item, then it tries to roll for 1LP, then it tries to roll for 2LP, and so on. So skipping the 1LP roll means that this prophecy would provide value equal to the rarity of 1LP normally, which is LP level dependent. So my first action was I went out and got a bunch of LP prophecies and tested whether or not they can actually drop 2LP. As you can see, it is 39,000 favor each for the generic jewelry prophecy, which I was using to test. So in total, I spent about 450,000 favor on this test between the prophecies and rerolls. Here you can see I grabbed 8 of such prophecies, each of which will give 4 pieces of jewelry, or 32 pieces total, to see if we can actually get 2LP or higher. As soon as I started testing, I pretty much immediately confirmed they can drop higher than 1LP, and let's jump to the results. These are the results. I didn't bother to keep all of the 1LPs because they were all guaranteed anyway, and none of them were rare or exciting. So these were the actual 2LPs that dropped. There were 6 out of 32 rings. There were no 3LPs and no 4LPs. So this doesn't seem to indicate that the LP prophecies have any sort of bonus or anything that gives them a higher chance of higher LP. It is also really hard to get a big sample size for this because of how much these prophecies cost. As returning viewers probably know, now is time for the spreadsheet. This is the newest sheet I put together on the LP prophecies. You'll see up here in the keys, these are the average favor costs per unique item, and this is the favor cost per prophecy. I took these values in order to calculate how much more the LP prophecies cost on a per item basis. I got this average favor cost per unique by averaging all the unique item prophecies, excluding the LP and weavers. So that is the value here, and this 17,000 is the value of the specific prophecies, so like 1LP amulets, and excluding the 1LP generic prophecies like jewelry. So just dividing this by this, you get 25. So 25 times as much favor cost per item for 1LP prophecies. Then from there, I took all of the same LP chance values from my previous video and calculated this again. I've multiplied all of the 1LP chances by 2 to account for the COF double chance to get LP, which this seems to be pretty accurate based on my previous testing. So you'll see here, for every unique I dropped below LP level 30, I got 0 LPs. All of them were at least 1 LP. So this tells us that the LP doubling for COF, it does seem to actually work. I've entered that here to account for that. And to kind of understand the math of how I got the cost efficiency of the 1LP prophecies, I calculated the odds of dropping 1 LP. So if you remember from the beginning of the video, I said the way LP is calculated is first the game tries to roll for 1 LP, and if it succeeds, it tries to roll for 2 LP, and so on. So this is the cumulative chance of getting 1 LP, so making that roll. What that means is that the 1 LP prophecy, by skipping that roll, it essentially means this is the value that you get from that prophecy. So 1 in 49 non-1 LP prophecies would drop a 1 LP, legendary potential level 115. You skip that by taking the prophecy, so you get almost 200% value. Extremely cost efficient. The problem, as you'll see here, is that most of the high LP level items are not actually relevant for these prophecies. So for example, 115, it only has Wings of Argentus, which is a boss drop, so you cannot drop that through prophecies, so this doesn't count. Then we scroll down the list and we have Ravenous Void, which I wasn't sure about this, but it turns out this can also drop from normal monsters, so I've included that here. In this case, this is the absolute best case scenario. There is a 1 LP glove prophecy, and it is LP level 105, so by running this, you get to skip a 1 in 12. The problem, as I said before, is the 1 LP prophecy is 25 times as expensive per item than the non-1 LP prophecy. So even in a best case scenario, it's 50% as cost effective as just spamming the normal unique prophecies. So pretty terrible. I've continued to go down the list here and include a few more items. So at LP level 100, you have Aurora's Time Glass, and this one, 1/3 as cost effective as just spamming amulet prophecies. Not great. And there's a bunch here. You'll see Red Ring here does not have a 1 LP ring prophecy. It just doesn't exist in the game. So this might have been as close to you could get as a viable option for this prophecy. It's already excluded. And here you have a bunch of boss only drops, and here you're already down to 20% as cost effective, and I haven't even bothered to include the rest because it's just terrible value. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I guess I've spent favor on these prophecies, so hopefully you don't have to. If there's anything you think I missed, please let me know. I will go through all the comments as I always do and provide any updates through a pinned comment in the comment section. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.